watching the Daytime Edition. Thanks for being with us. I'm Chelsea Sobel. Well, today we're introducing you to a local extreme athlete, an accomplished musician, a real estate broker, and to boot, a local author working on his third book in a trilogy set. Richard Doetsch, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks very much for having me.
Thieves of Heaven was the first book.
That's correct.
The second one is just out, right?
Yes, Thieves of Faith.
Thieves of Faith, and you're working on the third one, which we'll get to in just a moment. So tell us, now these books are all based in Westchester?
Well,
partially?
my main character lives in Westchester. He lives in a fictional town called Byram Hills, which is really Armonk. But I thought Byram Hills sounded just a little sexier than Armonk.
It does sound sexy.
While they're international in scope, they all begin, really, the first 100 pages are in Armonk, and the current book, The Thieves of Faith, takes place a lot around the Kensico Reservoir.
Okay, and tell us a little bit about what these books, it's the same character I would imagine in each main character.
It is. It's really a thief. It is an anti-hero who is forced back into his old profession to do things that he really has to do to save people's lives.
Oh, interesting.
And very high-speed thrillers in the vein of the Da Vinci Code, James Patterson, things to that effect.
Yeah.
But they are page-turners, and it's been a new career for me and going very exciting.
Okay, now you grew up in the area. Where did you grow up?
Grew up in Armonk.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about what we can expect to read about locally in this book. You mentioned the reservoir.
Yeah, you've got the Kensico Reservoir. In each of my books, you'll see different aspects. If you're in Westchester, you're going to know everything from the Kensico Dam. You're going to know all the bars, which are all featured, unfortunately or fortunately.
Yeah.
A lot of the shops and things in Armonk that can inspire people and give a little more insight into a community, and then it blows it out into a whole global thriller.
Yeah, it takes it international, right? Overseas to Russia.
Right. My second book really is venturing into the Kremlin.
Okay.
And going underneath it, and so you start small, you finish big.
All right, speaking of adventure, you do all kinds of adventurous things. Are you a triathlete as well,
yes,
I'm told? Okay.
I am.
So first of all, how do you find time to be an author? And you're also a big real estate guru as well, and a musician. And how has all these different things actually helped you?
You know what happens? I'm very organized, I'm very disciplined, but it all feeds into the writing. Whether it's business and interacting with people, those go into the characters. Whether I'm jumping off of a bridge or scuba diving 90 feet below the water, that ends up in the book. And what really gives it a lot of heart is my wife, who I've been with for over 20 years.
Aww.
And so that infuses it with love. So everything is an amalgam of the experiences, and it comes out into just a terrific thriller.
First of all, does your wife ever see you with all the stuff that you do?
Don't say that. Don't say that to her.
Okay. All right. And you're working on the third book right now. First of all, where can we find these books?
Everywhere. They're published by Bantam Dell of Random House. They're in every store you can imagine, and online.
Okay. And you're working on the third book. Can you give us a hint about what's in store with that?
The third one is called The Thieves of Darkness.
That sounds very interesting.
Again, it starts in Byram Hills, but it rides out into Turkey, into Asia.
Oh my goodness.
And very high speed.
Have you been to a lot of these other places? Is that how you're drawing some of those experiences?
I have. Some of them I've been to, some of them I haven't. But it's just, I think, pulling in the different parts of the world.
Yeah.
Showing people areas they've never been to. I just think really adds an element of suspense.
Okay.
And intrigue. I want people to walk away and learn something.
I'm intrigued. I want to read the first one, though, first, so I can get them all in the right order. Richard Doetsch from Armonk. Thanks so much for being with us.
Hey, thanks very much.
And
I
good luck with
appreciate
everything.
Thank you.
All right, stay with us. More Daytime in just a bit.
Thanks
Pretty
very
neat.
much.